What's up, everybody? Welcome to the first episode of The Journey with Nick Basso. I'm your host, Nick Basso, and this podcast is to document my journey and just bring you guys along for the ride. My goal is to motivate, teach, and inspire anybody who listens. So that's exactly what I'll be trying to do. Thank you for tuning in, and I'm going to be posting often, and I just hope that I can deliver value to you guys and help you all live better lives. And I hope that I can learn a lot in the process as well. So I'll tell you a little bit about me. I am 22 years old. I'm from Torrington, Connecticut. I'm a student at UConn, the University of Connecticut. I'm in my senior year here. I'm a journalism student. And that's the reason why I get to use this podcast studio, actually, because it is free and open to journalism students. I think that journalism is a great major. I've learned a lot from it so far. I get great resources, like great people that I can reach out to for advice or help, and also an awesome podcast room, and it's just a great major. I've learned a lot, and I really think that journalism has taught me a lot about how the world works today. We've learned a lot about social media. I've learned how to become a better communicator, a better writer, somebody who can market myself through posting online, and really just kind of inadvertently learned a lot about creating a personal brand. And that is exactly what I'm trying to do. So I'll get into that. My dream for a long time has always been to post workout content on social media. And that's exactly what I'm doing now. I post on YouTube, I post on TikTok, I post on Instagram, and now I'm posting a podcast here. So my goal has really just been to teach, motivate, and inspire other people. That's really my message. When I go to film a video or when I'm thinking about ideas for a video, I always think, how can I teach, motivate, and inspire? And that's just my goal. That is truly what I want to do. It's what I've always wanted to do. Ever since I was younger, I always wanted to motivate other people and inspire other people to do something great with their lives. And I've always just not felt that I was worthy of more, but I've always felt that I was capable of more. So that is why I've always wanted to show people that they're capable of more too, and that they can do whatever they want with their lives. And I just want to inspire people to go out there and chase their dreams. So I'm a runner. I'm a weightlifter. I am a disciplined person who works hard and has a lot of ambition. That's basically to sum up who I am. I care about living a healthy lifestyle. I care about stretching. I care about my diet. I care about how much weight I can lift. I care about how far I can run. I like to bike. I like to swim. Honestly, I like to do it all when it comes to health and fitness. It truly is my passion. And that's why I just want to share it with everybody. And hopefully you can learn and I can learn. That's basically the goal here. So what am I doing right now? I'm training for the Austin Marathon. I started running this year, actually. So the Austin Marathon is on February 15th, 2026. And I started running on March 29th, 2025. Now, throughout January and February, I dabbled in running. I dabbled, though. It wasn't anything crazy. I probably ran 10 miles between the months of January and February. But then on March 29th, I went out there and I did a 4-mile run. And then I went to the gym and worked out. And then after I worked out, I went and did a 5.5-mile run. That was really my first hard day of running ever. That was really like my first introduction into running. And I just fell in love with it after that. So ever since March 29th, I've been pretty consistent. I ran my first race on June 8th, and that was the Litchfield Hills Road Race. Litchfield is the town next to Torrington, where I'm from. So I ran that race. It was a 7.1-mile race. I ran it with an 8:42 pace. I believe my time was like 58 minutes or so. Or no, I think it was like an hour and 1 minute. I'm not sure. It was in between 58 and an hour and 2. But that was my first ever race. And here I am, now training for another race. So this one's a marathon. This one's going to be a lot harder. But I'm really excited. I decided to do this because I wanted a challenge, and also because a lot of the guys in the fitness community who both run and lift weights live in Austin, Texas, and I was hoping that this would give me a good opportunity to go and market myself and meet some of those guys. Also, My brother is running the race with me, and my brother is beginning to post on social media in about 5 days. In 5 days, he's starting to post on social media as well. So we're both going to be posting. We're both running the marathon, and I'm really excited. So my goals with the marathon, my goal is to run at an 8:30 pace. I know that's ambitious. I know that's not going to be easy. I know most people would say that's a crazy goal. You just started running this year. But I don't care. I'm training as hard as I possibly can, and I'm going to go out there and achieve my goals. I don't care. Nothing is going to stop me. I'm going to do the best that I possibly can to reach that goal. You know, I like to set ambitious goals. I like to hold myself to a high standard, and I truly believe that anything is possible if you are willing to do the work, and I am. So I hope that I can run an 8:30 pace. And so far, my training is going pretty well. I'm pretty happy with how it's going. It's not easy, but I feel good, and it's going well. You know, last week I did 47 miles, which was the most amount of miles I've ever done in a week. Before that, the most miles I ever did was 33. So obviously, I beat that by a good amount, and my legs are feeling it. I'm also a little bit sick, so I haven't ran for like the last 4 days, but my legs are feeling it. My legs are pretty sore, but I know that last week was very good for training, and I know that last week made me better. So I ran last week on Sunday, I ran 17 miles, which was the most amount of miles I ever did in a single week, in a single day, sorry. And then on Friday, I ran 20 miles, which was the most I had ever done, ever. So that was cool. You know, that definitely proved a lot to myself. It proved that I'm capable of doing a lot more, of increasing the training volume and everything. So I was happy with how that one went. And, you know, it definitely built a lot of mental fortitude. That 20-mile run was really tough. I didn't want to do it at all. I mean, when I started, I wanted to quit for like the first 3 or 4 miles. And I kept just telling myself that I didn't have it and that I should just walk it in and just quit for today. But going out there and finishing definitely built a lot of mental fortitude and just grit, to be honest. So, yeah, my legs were sore that entire run. They were still sore from the week of training that I had. And just going out there and being able to do it definitely proved something to myself. So that was a great run, and I'm really happy. That's one that I'll probably remember forever. And I just want to clarify, too, these runs are not at a great pace. These runs are at like an 11:30, 11:40 minute per mile pace because they're longer runs, they're easy runs. We're just trying to build endurance, build those miles on the legs. So I'm not trying to go fast or anything like that. And yeah, but that's what you have to do. You have to run slow for a long period of time in order to get better. Yeah, so, yeah, I mean, my training's going good. I'm going to keep training hard, keep working hard, and hopefully I will run an 8:30 pace for 26.2 miles at the Austin Marathon. And I just want to say that running has changed my life. During 2023 and 2024, I kind of went through tough years. Mentally, I just didn't feel great. This is something that I'll talk about in the future, but I'm going to save it for another episode. But yeah, mentally, I didn't feel great. And I felt that I lacked purpose and passion, and I never really felt fulfilled. And I just didn't know what to do. I had trouble sleeping. I had trouble waking up early. But running has completely changed that. Running has given me purpose. It's made me strong. And it's brought me happiness and fulfillment. And it truly is something that I'm very passionate about. And it has completely changed my life. So I hope that this can inspire you to go out there and start running. Because it's not easy, but it is the one period of time, the one area of my life where my thoughts stop and my mind is quiet and I'm able to just think and just coast at the same time. Like, I'm able to think clearly, but I'm also able to coast without anxiety or stress. And it has greatly improved my mental health and lowered my stress, and really, I think, just made me a better person. Mainly because it's given me purpose and passion, which ultimately bring you fulfillment and happiness. So running has given me a reason to wake up early. It's given me a reason to go to bed early, get better sleep, and just really focus on the things that I care about. So I hope that that can inspire somebody to go out there and do the thing that they're avoiding, because for so long I was avoiding running, but running has completely changed my life. So yeah, I guess I'll just get into like the future of this and the future of my life, what I'm hoping to do here. So for so long, I always wanted to post on social media, but I kind of just never had the courage to do it. But I always wanted to do it since I was like 16. And I remember being younger, watching Jake Paul and Logan Paul and thinking like that could be me and my brother, like all that. But I never posted, my brother never posted, nothing. But I always felt like I had a voice and I had a mindset that was worth being shared. And on February 2nd, 2025, I began to start posting consistently. Like, I had a lifting account, I had a TikTok account, but I just never posted. I also had a YouTube too, but I just wasn't consistent. I'd have like a 5-day period where I would post and then completely stop. But I decided to get consistent on February 2nd, 2025. Since that day, I believe I have only missed 2 days of posting a TikTok. Most days I post between 2 and 4 TikToks. And yeah, I think there's only been 2 days where I haven't posted at all. And today is November 5th, 2025. So how long is that? That's about 9 months, right? 9 months of posting consistently. And I've seen growth, not massive growth, but my account has grown to 1,080 followers, which is not bad. And my Instagram has grown slightly. It's only 250 followers. And then my YouTube is at like 305 subscribers, which is pretty cool. I get a decent amount of views on YouTube, which is awesome. So my goal is just to continue to grow these accounts, continue to be a voice that inspires and helps others, and just do my best to grow. So that's what my goals are for the future. And yeah, I mean, I don't want to say if I can't make the social media thing work, because it's always been a dream of mine and I know that I can make it work. But I am a journalism major at UConn. I love journalism. I have learned a lot. And if I have a career in journalism, I would either want to write about the NFL, like cover football, the NFL, or cover finance, the stock market and stuff like that. I'd like to write about finance too. So if I can't fulfill my dreams, which kind of sounds like depressing, but if I can't fulfill my dreams, then you'll probably see me with a career in finance or in the NFL covering sports. And if I ever change my mind, I'd probably fall back on real estate because I like real estate. But hopefully I can go out there and achieve my dreams of being a internet personality. And hopefully over the next few years, I can really grow my personal brand. That's really what my goal is. And yeah, I'm going to be posting consistently on here, consistently making podcasts. And I'm just going to continue to consistently post on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and now Spotify, and anywhere else where I can post a podcast. So yeah, guys, I mean, if you want to go check out any of my socials, my Instagram is NickyBLifts_. My TikTok is NickyBLifts_, and my YouTube is NickBasso4. So thank you guys so much for watching and listening, and I hope to see you in the next episode of The Journey. Thank you.